All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, that 53!
54 Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Bridgestone travel.
Alert flare.
72.
First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Undercut. Kill.
Protein spill.
Kill.
Alpha.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Regular. Hey, Haywood. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. I got moving.
Now Brady again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
Right there, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
49, check 49.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it second and 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on second and 14. Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Darnold. And quick throw here, that's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after one on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
3 down. You gonna take. You gotta take.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check like 21, check this out.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 25.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run with Cannon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, exit.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Robbie Anderson, 32 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Go Bandit. Sugar.
Here's Brady. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Brady's throw there complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady got a man open. That's Harry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The second down carry for Urban. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Urban.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 14 yards is the pickup there at a jet first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot down.
It got his man complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Urban on the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know. Check. 53.
From the 41, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Brady now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. 53's the mark. 53. Ozzy. Ozzy. Let's get that ball right here. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Goal 50. Let's go out. No,
To throw again. Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Intended that time for Cooper.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Here we go, G.
Hey, Alabama.
On play action, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Check safety. Check 43.
On first down, Irvin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That's it, baby.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
I don't think you got it, son.
Alert. Let's go. Let's get.
On second and a couple. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hernandez. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down now, Irvin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Pull it together. Check. Cross.
On first, again, they go with Irvin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw is Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here I come.
Let me go.
Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Brady. He wants it all for the end zone, and that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a third down. Now it's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Yo. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on, D. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Hey, alert three. Six.
On first down, Irvin. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, 66.
They'll run on first down. Irvin looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike, 57. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a play fake. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I got you, punk.
Hey, check it.
Go use you. It comes to me, it's me.
Hey, Alpha. All right, here we go.
To throw, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep in the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Irvin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Hey, 66. Go Bandit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, it's Bell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year he hit one from 57. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
I'm coming after you.
Ozzy. Ozzy. When he hits.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Alert! Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Complete. It's Irvin. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike, 53. 53.
Hey, check it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. One final try now for Brady. Complete. It's Henry.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Jets, it'll end on an up note as they finish with a victory, but it was a season to forget as they wind up just 2-14. And they will enter this offseason with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.